Live and in person from the Zone Studio. Good morning. This is the Pulse Morning Jumpstart with Corey, Melanie, and Chuck.
I listen to you every day when I'm coming home. You make my day.
Pulse FM, positive hits.
The sun's back out again. It's going to be weaving in and out of the clouds today, but seeing a nice comfy 66. Right now, it's 55.
When you say the word weaving, I go right back to a Chuck Freeby line on TV. What's that line you do?
He's bobbing, he's weaving, he's even, he's leaving.
That is awesome. Haven't heard that. That was new. Thank you.
Melanie, when the kids were younger, did they have summer jobs? Or did you have a summer job?
Yeah, they did.
As a teen?
I would have been babysitting and mowing lawns.
Okay.
That was my deal when I was in high school. But my kids, my son worked at Fernwood Botanical Gardens there, Taco Bell. My oldest was a swimming instructor. So yeah, they had summer jobs.
How about you, Chuck? Growing up, teenager?
I had a variety of summer jobs. One summer, I worked as a lab technician at an aerosol packaging plant.
That's right.
Another summer, a couple of summers, I worked at the Elkhart Truth.
Did it sound
as a
like
sports
this?
writer.
That one works. That one works.
That
one works.
Kind of, yeah.
That one works.
Kind of.
Oh, that one's a dud.
See if you can do it, Melanie.
I had
That
to.
was like right up the nose.
I had to check for leaks.
Oh, okay.
You had to check for leaks on the cans. Some were in a freezer, some were in an oven. So,
Lab coat?
you had a lab coat on,
Uh-huh.
and you went into the oven for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, checked the pressures on the cans to see if they were leaking, came out, just sat for a half hour then, and then you would go into the freezer, do the same thing, come back. sit.
Wow.
And occasionally then you would have to go down and get, if one of the chemists was looking to get some chemicals, you would go down and haul those up from downstairs.
We've been talking to our 13-year-old about the possibilities of maybe a summer job.
Mm-hmm.
We've got two things lined up for him, and he fires back with, "Oh, what did you do when you were my age?"
Right. And your answer was?
Well, when I was his age, I swept up hair at my uncle's hair salon in St. Joe by the Burger King. What was that fun? Every Saturday. A lot of hair. And a lot of tab. I did tab runs.
Oh, boy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Because the ladies enjoyed their tab.
I remember that.
Well, I don't know if they enjoyed it, but that's what they drank.
Is that
right?
similar to a Dr. Pepper nowadays?
More battery
no,
acid than
no.
anything.
Tab may have been the worst tasting diet drink ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Help me out, Chuck.
I can't do Dr.
Pink
Pepper.
bottle, yellow letters?
Pink can with yellow or tan letters. I mean, just
And then my first real teenager job, Wendy's. Let me tell you this. There was no beef shortage back then.
by golly.
Well, there was after I was done working.
Hey now.
Hey.
Because, you had to have a snack or two. Chuck, I see that you're turning your body and your face to the camera. Why is that?
Well, that's because we're on the 46 Sports Facebook page with this sportscast.
Well, let's see how you do. Literally, see how you do.
I see what you did there. Yeah.
Go.
Thank you. One of the last area coaching vacancies was filled last night. North Judson has hired Kent Chesham as its new boys basketball coach. Chesham has over 25 years of experience at places like Clinton Prairie, Covington, and Lagodi. Career record of 320 and 246. Interesting side note, his wife is the superintendent of the Winnemac schools, so that should add an interesting chapter to that rivalry. A pair of local girls basketball standouts have announced D1 commitments. Marion junior Mackenzie Hudgen will head to Cal State Northridge. As a junior, Hudgen averaged 13 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists per game for the Knights. Meanwhile, LaPorte's Ryan Ott will join her older sister Riley at Purdue Fort Wayne. The younger Ott averaged 15 points and 7 rebounds a game for the LaPorte Slicers last season. The transfer portal keeps dropping off players at Michigan. Wake Forest guard Chaundi Brown, the latest to choose the maize and blue. Brown averaged 12 points, 6.5 rebounds per game for the Demon Deacons last year. It's interesting to note that Michigan has not said anything officially about Brown or the former Purdue player Nogel Eastern. So just because you announce it on Twitter, kids, doesn't mean it's going to happen. College program cuts continue. Central Michigan announces it will no longer have a men's track and field program. They are the third MAC school to cut an Olympic sports program. Horse racing's Triple Crown will have a new look this year. It will start with the Belmont Stakes, which has been postponed 2 weeks to June 20th. It has also shortened its race from 1.5 miles to 1.1 miles. The Kentucky Derby will be held September 5th, the Preakness October 3rd. And there's live sports on TV tonight. NASCAR will hold yet another race at Darlington. Under the lights, 6 o'clock start on FS1. It is the first Wednesday race for NASCAR since the old Firecracker 400, July 4th, 1984. We have sports. We do it weekday morning, 6:50 and 7:50. Chuck Freeby, Pulse FM Sports.
Sometimes you hear a song on Pulse FM and wonder, who sings that? Or, what's that song title? Things that make you go, yeah. The Pulse FM app is here to assist. Find out artists and song titles up to 2 hours back.
Can I have a song to cheer me up?
Make a request on the app, too.
I appreciate hearing you.
The Pulse FM app. Download it for free on your iPhones or Androids today.
I would love that. That would be great.
Get inspired, Pulse FM. This is Diane Bennett with Inspired Homes in both Michigan and Indiana. I've personally been selling homes since 2006. Inspired has been a team since 2010, and we launched Inspired Homes Independent in Indiana in 2019. There's probably 50 years experience between all of us. The Inspired team works so closely together because together we can serve clients better. We pray for each other and for our clients. Inspired is a faith-based team working together to make real estate dreams come true. What are yours?
Hi, this is Dr. Darren Sheline with Sheline Dental Group. Spring is here. Don't forget, spring cleaning isn't just for the house. Make sure your dental health is a priority and get your smile ready for warmer weather. New patients receive free x-rays